I was making a separate video, but I chose to attach that spider. Did you see the spiders that I recorded? I chose to put that in the beginning of this video because as I came here to the forest to record my next expression, those guys were everywhere again. And I think it was the Lemuria recording. Yeah, I think it was the Lemuria recording video where I'm like, there's a spider crawling up my thigh, and then I was recording it. Like, I aimed it to record it, but it wasn't showing. So, now you know what kind of spider it is, and as I was zooming it in, I'm not sure if you could hear me. Probably you can, because I didn't rewatch the whole thing. There was a spider on a web crawling right here, like, going like this down to me, like right near my eye as I was recording the big one with the legs and the orangey body. Yeah, there was a black, like a widow spider coming down right to my eye, and I immediately knew that it was trying to tell me, you need to get out of this spot, you need to get out of where you're staying or about to record, because all your manifestations, your spell work, is happening right now. And it's going to those who it's meant to go to. It's going to those who are working their bums off, just like the spider, to create their own fate in life. It's not going to people who just sit there and just expect things to manifest in their life when, what is this? Oh, from the trees. From expecting things to just appear in their life when they're not doing anything about it. So, yeah, those spiders are freaking everywhere. So I actually ended up I put something near the tree that I was recording at, a gift to Gaia, Mother Earth, and for everybody. So, expect good things to happen, guys. Alright, oh, and before I end up being blamed for something that's about to manifest in your life, because I tend to get the blame factor for everybody's, like, if anything goes wrong in someone's life, the number one person that people like to blame is me, because, if so, that something negative does manifest in your life, which I don't necessarily believe is a bad thing sometimes, and I don't, everything is the way you think, everything is the way your perspective, doesn't mean negativities don't happen in my life. I don't go blaming other people, but if that does happen, that means you gotta take the initiative, you gotta work hard, you get what you put in, guys. So, that's all I'm gonna say, Don't blame others. Get up and create your own life, create everything that you want, and do it the way you want it to be done. Okay? Learn, experience, learn. Never fails. Yeah, so this is my new hair. This is my natural hair color. The lady's like, let's change your hair color. I'm like, no. I'm like, it took me so long to grow out my natural hair color. And, there we go. Now you can see it under the sun properly, my natural hair color. And, I'm not going to color it, so I've got like a natural streak looking thing going on in my hair. Like some parts are lighter, and it's always the front that looks, mind you, my hair looks slightly darker than usual because I have a little bit of like, hair wax. So, anyways, enough about my hair. So, yeah, spider activities. I think I was bit by one on my left leg, which is not a surprise. I'm always bit on my legs, on my feet. I have this huge scar on my right foot. People that know from 2 years ago what happened. It's still there. It's always going to be there. A lot of root chakra stabilizing, and stuff like that, people. I had a point to make here, but as I always say, I'm going by how I feel, and I know there are so many people watching me because you like to visit me during sleep time. I'm not directing this at one person. I'm saying this to a lot of people, okay? A lot. People like to visit me when they sleep. I don't even think they realize they're doing this, but I see. I even see people from, like, I don't even associate with anymore, but I know they're watching my videos, because that's what you guys like to do. Oh, another thing I really wanted to touch base on. This is so huge and so important, okay? I came to the conclusion a long time ago that nobody's gonna understand me, okay? I've accepted it. I've given myself unconditional love about it. No one will ever understand me. No family member, no friend. I don't care, alright? But if you're still in my life, and whether I've understood you or not, I'm sure I have understood you, and I still do, but I don't want to use that terminology right now, because if you're still in my life, then I've accepted you, okay? And to me, acceptance is so much bigger than understanding, because there's people out there that they'll understand you, but they don't want to accept you. They want to change you, you know? So if you're not in my life, and I have not confronted you in your face, or you have not sat down and talked to me, it's because everything's been paid. All our past karmic debts have been paid. Past dramas have been paid. Past life karmic debts have been paid. Contracts have been paid. It's finished, okay? So I like to see my life as I'm going forward, and I'm sure you're going forward too, and I'm hoping that. But don't take that to heart. Don't take it offensive that I'm not in your life anymore. You know, if that bothers you, that's something that you gotta look within and talk to God about, you know? Because that's not up to me. That's not up to me who comes in and leaves your life. Just like it's not up to me that who comes in and leaves my life. It's not up to me who accepts me for who I am or who doesn't, you know? I live by the laws of you get what you put in. So if I put spells or magic words or intentions or affirmations or actions towards myself for unconditional love and acceptance, then I attract people who are on the same frequency. And so they will accept me and I will accept them because they have unconditional love vibrations all around them and their life. And their friends and whoever will vibrate on that level too. So that doesn't mean I'm not going to accept you because you're almost there or you're working towards that. Sure, I'll accept you, but however, if my boundaries are being stepped on, if you're disrespecting me, if you're disrespecting people that are all about unconditional love and acceptance, then please don't be offended that these people have walked out of your life. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much, right? There's only so much people will take. So, I had a lot more to say, but I'm taking this one step at a time. I don't want to give too much in one shot, like I keep saying. Don't want to give too much because people feel out. Some people get offended when I talk. Some people love it when I talk. Some people can't get enough of it when I talk. Even if they hate me, even if they're jealous, even if they're whatever it is that they're feeling, which is not wrong. I'm not going to tell you it's wrong to be jealous, okay? It's not my business. What you think of me, what you think of yourself, what you think of your friends and your family is not my business. All right? And if you've paid me for services, or you're about to pay me for services, Look, I'm not going to look into a matter of who's sleeping with who. If your past lover is thinking of you when he's with his girlfriend and they're having sex, like, I'm sorry, but these are extremely low frequencies, and that's going to attract nothing but low frequencies to you and to me, and I'm not all about that. I'm here to help you and help everyone to be on a higher frequency, okay? So that those higher frequencies will pull the higher, those miracles and abundance on to everybody around you, and you'll attract better circumstances into your life. Why would you even want to be with someone who's sleeping with someone else and you think they're thinking of you? That means when you're with them, or you're going to be with him in the future, or whatever it is that your intent is going to be thinking about someone else when they're sleeping with you. Why would you want to be with someone that doesn't... People. Please, 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 don't come to me. You can offer me $1,000 just for 20 minutes, all right? It's happened before, okay? Somebody offered me, what was it? Was it last year? Or? Yeah, okay, so somebody offered me, what was it like? It was a 20-minute session, and they offered me, I think it was like $800 in 20 minutes, and I'm like, no, it was more, it was like 980 or something like that, and I'm like, listen, you can pay me $2 million, and I'm like, I saw like it was legit, it wasn't a lie, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do spell work or binding work, for you. And okay, let me explain to you. Oh, I gotta explain this. Okay, this is what I need to talk to you guys about. Okay, binding in spell work. Okay, or magic, because spell work is just another definition. You can spell by writing. You can spell. There's spiders everywhere today. You can spell by writing, with words, with actions. Spell. All right. Magic. In magic, there's a term called binding, and that means to bind somebody to you so that they are with you, so that they love you, so that they feel you. That's considered binding, okay? Now, this person wanted to be binded to another. And this can go in so many directions, all right? There's so many ways you can have someone binded to you. There's so many ways I can do it for another. But you have to be aware how and when I say binded, you can do this in like, there can be a binding of a DNA strand, all right? There can be a binding of ribbons tied on fingers, on wrists of two people. There can be a binding of actions. Two people do the same action, so they're energetically or physically or both, because there are two different aspects of how to go about this, combined in one, to bind them together, male, female, two women, two men, whatever it is that you're going about. But you have to know that there is a very huge price to pay in this, okay? Very, very huge price. Just like everything in life, what you put in, you're gonna get, okay? So if there's somebody who you have your eyes set on and you want to be binded to them, which maybe in the autumn, because we're almost there, I will get into further detail, talk about this stuff. I want to talk about very dark aspects of magic, because I've always said there's really no such thing as black magic. There's really no such thing. But there's other people that are like, well, how can that be? Because there's a negative intent, or people that want to seek revenge out of people for no reason and all this stuff. Okay, again, you get what you put in. All right. when you plant that seed in the ground, if you're thinking of, I want to destroy another's life and bind that person to me because they're happily married to somebody else, or this person doesn't love me and I want them to love me, and you plant that seed and you go out of your way to water it and all this stuff and for it to grow. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. That is a disaster, okay? I always like to say, if you want love and you want to do a love potion or love magic or love spell, what I suggest is an unconditional self-love type of magical spell. All right? That way, when you are thrown in your beans, this is metaphorical. I don't literally mean you have to throw beans into the ground and then, you can if you want. It's another intention. But if your intention was set and is set to, I love myself, I accept myself, I am willing to work hard, or I'm willing to work to learn about myself and to embrace myself and to grow into the person that I'm meant to be, or I grow into the person that I truly am. I love myself no matter what I find out about myself, or I seek to attract who I am, or I seek to attract those who are on my frequency, then that is a much more, I'd say less maleficent or less black magic type of work, because you're not intentionally, you're not directing it at Don Juan. You're directing it towards yourself. So anybody who's also on the frequency of learning to master themselves and love themselves is going to come into your life. Okay? Rather than a multimillionaire who has 20 lives and you expect this person to love you and only you, and to abandon everything else in his life, or vice versa towards a woman, and to leave everything behind just for you. Well, that can go in so many directions, it's not even funny. Both bad and good. There's a red little, it looks like a little cherry on the floor. It's like one. So I just, you know what? There's so many ways of doing binding. Like, it's been done to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's been done to me. People have done binding spells, and you know what? I'm gonna say this to the world. I've kept my mouth shut for too long for people binding themselves to me, and not even men. Women have done it too. Okay? Women have done this to me. And even if it wasn't for a sexual, because I'm not, listen guys, I am not attracted to women. Okay, don't get offended. I'm not attracted to women. Never been attracted to women. I'm attracted to men, and I'm not a hater. I'm not hating. I'm attracted to men, but just because I'm attracted to men, I'm not going to sleep with you instantly like that. Are you the king of Morocco? And even if you were the king of Morocco, honey, I don't care. So anyways, like I was saying, this binding, all right? There's so many ways on how you can bind. So there has been some binding done where you are your eyes are binded. So even if you're like a shaman or a healing practitioner or whatever it is that you do, there are some serious, serious, serious magical that come with a price, that you can have your eyes binded so that you don't know that this is being done to you. And so therefore you're somehow attracted to somebody that you like were thinking that, I don't like this person, but all of a sudden you're attracted to them and you can't see why, because your eyes are binded. And this person will do it over and over and over and over. I don't know how why you can sleep with somebody or want to be with someone if they don't even like you. Alright, I don't know. You must really not have a high self-esteem. But where you know, everywhere, if there's something, there's always a solution. There are ways to release. There's ways to remove this stuff. And therefore, if you're seeking to look for me, if you feel that this has been done to you, I will look into the matter and find the solution for you, and I can remove that shit off your system. I will remove that shit off your energy field, off your physical. I will have that removed instantly. And that motherfucker, excuse my English, will never be able to touch you or to bind you ever again. Alright? Because they will receive a nice magical gift in return. And I can't say how many times. I can't say how many times that they will receive a gift in return. And it's not the gift that they expected, alright? It will manifest in ways that they never knew can manifest. And it is what it is. It is what it is. If someone has the will to forcefully bind someone to another, to themselves, then you can take responsibility to receive the shit that you did to another person, alright? Just know that. Just know that. And if I've lost a subscriber or you've unliked this video, that you're just literally proving that that's what you've done, that's what you're intending to do. So, you know, hey, by all means, you want to bind somebody, fine. But just know, like I said, that shit you're putting on someone else is and will be done to you. It will come. It will come. Okay, so, what else, guys? I'm so excited for the fall. I get so excited every year for autumn and the spring. It's just the energy of, the Taurian and Scorpion energies that have, does something to me. So intense and healing and therapeutic, and I love it. So, I'm tired, eh? Like, I wake up every day from 6 to 7 a.m. I go to sleep around 9. On my late nights, 10:30. Like this morning, I had 2 bowls of veggies, and I mean, like, every kind of vegetable you could think of, all colors, from bok choy to, like, orange, red peppers, onions, carrots, greens. And I love vegetables, yet I'm still so tired, and I eat a lot of protein and iron, the good stuff, the good kinds, not meat. And I'm just so tired, and it's just because the world is going through a big shift. And so my advice is get a lot of rest, drink lots of water as usual, take care of your needs, take care of yourselves. Let those people hate on you. Let those people be jealous of you. Who cares? Don't let it stop you from doing what you're doing. Keep going. Don't let if you've got a little amount of subscribers, don't let that stop you from going. If you don't have a high-paying list of customers or clients, don't let that stop you from going. If you think you're not good enough, please don't let that stop you from going. If you haven't reached your goals or your like you haven't reached your end goal, nobody ever does. Keep going. Because as you go, you learn. As you go, you keep learning. As you go, you attract more abundance. Just keep going, okay? People are always going to be envious. People are always going to be jealous of you because you've got that determination. You've got that inner glow. Express yourself. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter how much evil eye or envious, whatever it is that they want to think of you. Let them. The laws of nature are you get what you put in. Okay? It doesn't matter who's envious of you. If it's your family, if it's your friends, they will prove themselves to you. Okay? By their actions. They will prove it. Words are nothing but magical spells, okay? Words People can manipulate you with words. They can make you feel like you're everything to them with words, but their actions will prove it. Follow those actions. Follow your actions and keep going. That's my end thing. Just keep going. Unconditional self-love, unconditional self-acceptance attracts nothing but unconditional love and acceptance by other people. Man, woman, family, friends. Eventually they will come up to you. If they don't, set them free, okay? Set them free. Anybody who has anger, and I mean severe anger, is literally taking a bottle of poison and drinking it, okay? Let them. You're not somebody's therapist or psychologist who has severe anger. If they have severe anger, they have issues. You don't have issues, okay? You do not have issues. If you can stand your inner strength towards somebody who has severe anger towards you, I used to be all about you gotta work it out, you gotta work it out. But you know, you come to that point where you're like, I'm doing all the bloody work, and this person is still trying to get away with their anger. They're trying to destroy my confidence. They're trying to destroy who I am and my goal and what I'm trying to do with my life. Please, keep going, okay? If they have severe anger, it's going to manifest as a disease, and that is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to defend yourself by living your truth. I mean, you don't have to go all out and shooting people with, you know, negativity or like negative words or like harassing them or whatever, but your actions, you don't even have to, it's just, please, live your life. Those who are meant to be on your path will come. Even those people who have anger issues, eventually, if they're still meant to be in your life and they're going through a phase, they will overcome it with their own way, okay? You're not abandoning them if they have anger. Just confront them in a very soft, understanding manner. If they still don't get it, if they're still disrespecting you and they're still stepping on your boundaries, remove them out of your life, okay? You do not need that. As a healer, as a spiritual practice, you do not need somebody with anger issues telling you you're a fucking psycho, that you're delusional, that you're going nowhere in life because this stuff doesn't pay financially. You do not need that bullshit, okay? Remove those people out of your life. You think they're happy? They're not happy. People that talk like that, I don't have to say anything anymore, okay, guys? Alright, I wish you guys all the best. Get out in nature. Connect with everything around. Your love, your unconditional love, you're the best, you're the greatest. I even love you haters, I even love you jealous people. You know, and I can't wait till September. Okay, see ya.